What's up YouTube? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Before I start this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you have your bell turned on so that you'll be notified every time I drop another video. Also guys, make sure you click the link in the description down below and follow me on all my social media accounts. A lot of y'all have been asking me, am I pregnant again? Because I have this glow, and I am not pregnant again. Okay, at least not right now, because like that would be a mess, and not like a mess like drama mess, but it would be, it's hard work taking care of kids, especially when you got multiple little ones. Okay, so maybe when baby boy get about 2 or 3, you know, where he's already potty trained and walking and talking and stuff, you know. So I guess this glow that you guys speak about is just me just really tapping into my feminine energy. You know, like a lot of women, they're not really able to tap into their femininity. Did I say that right? Y'all know what I was trying to say. You know, sometimes they're not able to be feminine because they're either with a man that acts feminine and not masculine. When you're like the man in the relationship, like the roles are swapped. And what happens, a lot of times, like the woman controls everything, okay? Thought I'd put that out there. But yeah, I don't know what it is. So anyways, what made me want to do this video was because y'all talk to me all the time on Instagram and email. One of my loyal supporters wanted to know, how can she get her confidence back? She did not tell me what happened to why she feels like she has low self-esteem or her confidence have disappeared. So I can only go off of that question. I thought that would be a pretty good video because, you know, there's a lot of women that have like insecurities, and you know, they lack self-confidence, and you know, their self-esteem is low, and a lot of times it's really nothing that that person has done to make their self-esteem low. Like life just like beats us up, really. There's always somebody around the corner to remind us of our shortcomings, to remind us of our past. And so what happens, you have people out there that'll knock you while you're already down, because that's the only way they can really like get to you. If you're up, then you're pretty much unstoppable. So I'm gonna put this video back on myself so that it won't seem like I'm singling out anybody, especially the person that sent me that email. So shout out to you, you know who you are. I have not always been like as, you know, confident as I am now, especially, you know, being what you guys consider a public figure or somebody that does not have a private life anymore. So from the beginning, I believe my first YouTube video was like back in 2018, June, July of 2018, somewhere in there. I came to the forefront very confident, you know, was a police officer around that time. And so as a, you know, obviously having a career like that, you can't get out of the car like you have like no self-esteem and no type of confidence, because you can mess around and like really get yourself hurt out here in these streets. So, you know, you have to look a certain way, you have to act a certain way, even if you are a scared person on the inside, or even if you have like fear in the inside, like you still have to walk, talk, and act a certain way. So again, I came to the forefront with you know, high self-esteem, high, like, you know, confidence, self-confidence. Like you can tell in the way I was talking and walking and all this other stuff. But then going further on in my YouTube career, as time progressed and I experienced a lot of like I would say I wouldn't call them failures, but well, in real life I wouldn't call them failures, because to be honest with you, nothing on YouTube has really affected me in my personal life. Like things are pretty much still the same, like despite of all the drama that has went on while on in my YouTube career. Like none of that has affected anything in my personal life. And if there's anything, I'm sorry, in my like life outside of YouTube. So if anything has happened in my life that was outside of YouTube, it was because of me and my own actions. It wasn't, you know, due to anybody else's scheming or lies or games or childishness. It was all because of why. You have people out there that will say things about you when they're really talking about themselves, you know, and because they lack security and they're constantly insecure and they need self-assurance and they don't like the way that they look and everything else, or they want something that you have, and it can be something so small as that you have longer eyelashes. Like it can really be the smallest thing that could get someone to, you know, like pick at you, you know. And so the internet, I've said this before, is kind of designed to bring you down and tear you down so that you won't, you know, go further. And even if you haven't done anything wrong, like there's people out here that has done nothing at all. They just tried to become successful, and for some reason that causes people to hate you, because a lot of people, they're not either they're not in the position to you know, bring themselves success, or they, you know, just they don't have the work ethic. And what I mean is, a lot of people want to be a millionaire, but like you literally have to have a mean work ethic to become a millionaire. Like millionaires don't just become millionaires overnight. And a lot of you may feel like, well, I know a celebrity that became a millionaire overnight, and that's not true, like at all. And if you can prove that there's somebody out there that became a millionaire overnight, that's like a needle in a haystack. Like that does not happen often. Like there's people that put in blood, sweat, and tears, and yeah, you only see the like the aftermath of their staying up late at night, getting up early in the morning, like busting their behinds. Back to the self-confidence thing. I feel like even as a kid, we all have confidence. I don't feel like we're born with confidence, because like we just kind of exist when we're born. Like when people say they was born a certain type of way, I always like disagree with that, because to me, like that's kind of crazy to say that you were born a certain type of way when you can't even, you can barely breathe, you can barely even know how to eat when you first come out the womb. I don't agree with being born a certain way, but I do feel like everything is a learned behavior, and I feel like everybody comes to a point where they have really high self-esteem, and they have really high like self-confidence, and what happens is they end up feeling disappointed about something or somebody, and then to be reminded of that something or somebody, then you know that's what causes you to, you know, lack those two things, self-confidence and high self-esteem. So this person that emailed me wanted to know, because I guess it looks like I'm glowing or whatever, but she wants to know how she can get her self-confidence back up and get her self-esteem back up as well. So I'll just tell you what I have done, and you can kind of like mirror it, or yeah, you can always research things. Like don't be afraid to Google anything, because that's what Google is there. It's a search engine. It's one of the biggest search engines in the world. And YouTube, a lot of things too, because YouTube will teach you how to change oil. Like YouTube is really legit. Just don't be trying to build bombs and stuff, because then you're gonna go to jail. So the first thing that I did was I took a look at myself, right? Because I have been around people that just, you know, would say mean and hateful things just because, like whether that was on the internet or in my personal life. And so I have to look at things for what it is. One, taking accountability that, you know, whoever that person is or those people like are, it shouldn't affect me on what somebody else has to say about me. So it shouldn't affect you either. What somebody think and feel about you has nothing to do with you. That's none of your business, and that's their business, and that's their opinion. All you have to do is know yourself, know who you are, know what you wouldn't do and what you would do, and then you should be fine. Two, anybody that was putting me down in my personal life, like I had to get away from, and like, you know, I had to literally tell that person, because I'm pretty sure you guys have heard and seen a lot of my drama on the internet, whether I was the cause of it or not. But I definitely have to tell people in my personal life that if you're doing and saying things to hurt me, and I'm telling you about it and it's a problem, and you still continuously are doing it, then I'm not gonna talk to you anymore. And it's my life, it's my choice, and I don't have to deal with you if I don't want to deal with you. So therefore, if you don't get to talk to me ever again in your life, then it's because of you, because I told you these things. And so when you say something, you gotta actually mean it. So, and I'm not talking about because once again, I'm pretty sure that you guys have heard a lot of things that has went on in my past from like back in 2020. We're in 2023 now. So we're in 4 different years. So there's 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. And I'm not saying like 4 years, because it hasn't been 4 years yet, but we are inside of 4 different years. Anything that happened back in 2020, I promise you, if anybody is still in my life right today, is because they learned that they can't talk to me any kind of way, and they can't say things that make me feel less than who I am, and they can't say things to try to bring down my self-confidence, and they definitely can't say anything that's gonna make me have low self-esteem. Let's just burst that and get that on out the way, okay? Also, like my appearance, right? Because a lot of times when we get depressed and down, or when some people get depressed and down, like they kind of just like let themselves go. And I don't really think that it's intentional, because you may very well feel like you're looking your best, but you'll know if you look your best. Because when you actually looking a mess, you don't feel like going out or, you know, like doing anything with other people, if that makes sense. When you looking your best, that's one way to get your self-confidence up, your self-esteem up. That means taking longer in the mirror to do your makeup, buy earrings, jewelry, longer weave, whatever you gotta do to make yourself feel good on the inside. You don't have to go and spend boatloads of money or anything like that, because you know, that's definitely like not what I'm trying to tell you to do, because I don't even do that. So I'm definitely not gonna tell you to do anything that I wouldn't do. But there are things that you can do to make yourself look better on the outside. Also, while we're talking about on the outside, like let's talk about on the inside as well. So if you're looking beautiful on the outside, but you're putting all of this toxicness into your system, and that's like mental and physical. So that's like if you're always angry, if you're always crying, if you're always sad. Then over here, if you're eating the wrong things like McDonald's all the time, Wendy's. I'm a Wendy's fan, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like Wendy's like lunch, but I will go there if I could every morning to get there. Is it number 2 or number 3? It's like they're cause they got some, oh my god, they dough on their breakfast sandwich, wonderful. Okay, so I get the sausage, egg, and cheese croissant thing, and it comes with the garlic. Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie, y'all, like I'll eat Wendy's breakfast every morning if I could, but that's not really the best thing to do, because even though you look good on the outside, you still gonna feel kind of sluggish and down. And people don't realize, like when you eat the wrong things, it kind of affect your actually don't kind of do it, it does affect the way that you think. You're not able to think clearly versus if you was eating healthy and stuff like that. So long as you're eating 80% healthy, and then like you can go and eat as many snack cakes as you want to. But now on the mental side, you want to like watch what you're paying attention to and what you're looking at. You want to pay attention to what you're looking at, what you're listening to. So if you're constantly watching and listening to negativity, that alone can make you depressed. Like, if you ever been around somebody's energy and their energy just threw you off, like you could be having an amazing day and then pick up the phone and somebody is like complaining about something, and then next thing you know, like you just feel kind of down or whatever. Like, that has happened to me a lot of times. Like, I could be having a good day, somebody will call me like, girl, did you see what such and such said about you on YouTube? And I'm like, I don't care. Like you trying to ruin my day. Like what is you trying to, you can't be trying to ruin my day like that. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Then like I would say like finding a hobby, you know, like finding things that you like to do that like brings you happiness, like whether that's walking or skating or swimming or whatever it is, you know, just yeah. I'm not gonna make this video too long, y'all, and I'm pretty sure that there's some other things that can get your self-confidence up, but main thing is like looking good, feeling good, eating right, and like not taking in any toxicity mentally, physically, emotionally, and just getting rid of anything that like brings you negativity. Like what we doing this year is we're consuming anybody that's positive, you know, like we're consuming them, like not eating them really, but like, why I use that word? But anyway, we're embracing positivity. Like we're not waking up sad, crying, hurt. Like, you know, we're waking up, today is a good day. Lord bless me with good news today. Like we're doing affirmations in the mirror, we're doing affirmations out loud, we're praying more, we're drinking water more, we're exercising more. I can't wait to stand on this scale for y'all, because the girl was a little scared for a minute. I only got a couple more pounds to lose, and you know, and like, but anywho, all right guys, so this is the end of this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you have your bell turned on. And if there's nothing else, I will see you guys in my next video. Peace, y'all.